Okay, my book is finally done. I wonder, will everyone like it? Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay, calm down. Let's do a practice read. Not too long ago, way out in the outback of Australia, a litter of dingo pups were born. The pups all loved their mother and always stuck by her. They never wandered too far, except for one. This pup loved exploring. She'd roam by herself through the bush and see many great sights around the den. All sorts of plants and animals greeted her as she wandered. However, she never went further than the centre her family could travel, and would always return home. When the moon was high in the sky and its light shone across the landscape, the wandering pup would watch the world from the den entrance as the rest of her family slumbered. She felt there was something out there, just waiting for her to find it. One day, the mother dingo decided to take her pups on a hike along an unfamiliar path. All the pups stuck close to their mother, afraid to be left behind. Except the wandering pup, of course. Seeing many new places to explore, she darted off without concern. She soon realised her mistake. Everything towered over her. Malicious eyes watched from the bushes. The pup hurried along, looking for the way home. She never found it. She was lost. In a desperate attempt to attract her mother's attention, she howled to the grey skies. In response, rain began to fall. As the pup kept howling, the rain got heavier, drowning her out. One creature, however, heard her cries. In a split second, the pup was snatched up by a large bird looking for a snack. Flying higher and higher, the pup became frozen with fear. Resigning to her fate, she began to lose consciousness. But then, lightning struck nearby, startling the predator. Its grip on the pup loosened, and she began to fall. Faster and faster, gravity pulled her closer to the ground. Weakened by the fall, the pup crawls her way out of the water. Exhausted, cold, and hungry, she passed out. Time passed, and the storm began to clear. The pup, barely breathing, was still unconscious. However, one creature nearby spotted her. This creature, despite being bigger than the large bird, was no threat to the pup. The pup groggily opened her eyes. She was in an unfamiliar place, a strange material wrapped around her leg. She could not smell her family. A large creature watched her from a distance. Seeing her stir, it approached. The creature uttered strange sounds she'd never heard before, but those sounds were comforting. More creatures began to appear. After seeing they meant no harm, the pup began to warm up to those creatures. She would later know them as humans. As the pup healed, she continued to grow closer to the humans. She began to understand their language little by little, and played with humans of all sizes every chance she got. Grateful for their help and hospitality, she decided to stick around. In turn, she found herself being called by a new name, Sheila. She had found what she was longing for, a place to belong. As Sheila grew, she had many adventures with her human friends. On one such adventure, she found herself in the form that you see before you today. How did this happen? Well, that's a story for another time. The end. Oh, You were listening the whole time, huh? What did you think?